Growing up, I really struggled with mental health stuff, a lot of anxiety and depression. Just this year, I met Jillian and Doug and started doing some brain paint and stuff. I feel like since then, I was really able to get a grip on things. So life's been really good, and I feel like it's kind of looking up, you know? So I'm excited about that. I hadn't done anything for so long and I felt worthless and I wasn't doing anything. So I kind of, would give up on life a little bit. But just getting to this point where every little thing, small things made me really anxious, to the point where I almost couldn't handle like staying awake. So I would go like sleep a lot and just kind of sleep my days away. And then that's kind of where the depression came in. So that cycle kind of has plagued me, especially in high school and the beginning of college, really affected my quality of life. I was on medication since 8th grade because I couldn't go to school. I was too nervous. And then in high school, I was in and out of like mental hospitals and stuff like that, trying to figure out, dial in medication, get better therapy. We basically tried everything. I went to college, failed a few semesters, kind of dropped out, so moved home. From that point, I had just been, working, trying to stay afloat.
In our culture, we have a model for if your shoulder is hurt, if your leg is hurt. We have a model of like, how do we exercise in a gentle way, in a loving way to like restore function to that body part, right? And this is very much that to mental health. It is like a workout for your brain, for sure. Some people's brains don't know how to get to the calm place. Some people do. And so we know we have the model. We can look at those people and go, what is their brain doing that's different to this person's brain? And let's bridge the gap and just teach them. Only gentle, there's no shock, there's nothing going into your brain. Only gentle noises, images that teach your brain, hey, come up to this higher functioning plane.
I was really skeptical because I had tried many things in the past and honestly, none of them worked at all, like very well at all. I mean, therapy and some things are helpful, but they didn't change my life in any way. So I was super skeptical, and that's kind of when I met them. So my initial reaction was, oh, that's awesome. But in my head, I was like, I'm never doing that. Like, I'm not gonna go. And then I actually heard from another person that I just ran into by just coincidence, that they did neurofeedback with Jillian as well. And they like swore by it. They said it like changed their life and everything. So I booked a consultation. I was just like, what is this? It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know how this would actually change anything, because you just get hooked up to these little modules that kind of read your brainwaves. And then at that point, it just like has like weird noises. So I just was like, okay, how's this gonna help? We started tracking my like good and bad days, and typically my days were like 4 good days, 4 bad days. After starting going every day, I had 2 good days, a bad day, and then 5 good days, and then 2 bad days, and then it was like a month of good days, which had never happened in my whole life. So that was crazy. So pretty quickly I like knew that it was legit and that it was something that I was super happy I did. When I do have a bad day, the severity is a lot less. So when I say bad day, that's like half of what it was before, or maybe even less than that. So do it. I mean, there's a million things that I thought wouldn't work, or that I thought would work that didn't. And this was the one thing that I thought didn't work and it did. I think the biggest thing is just going in with an open mind, because it doesn't fully make sense. It's hard to understand at the beginning. So just keeping an open mind, go in there and then try it out before you judge if it works or not.
So when people complete neurofeedback with us, what I really want for them to do is just whatever they want to do. I want their brain to function so well that if they want to start a business like Tommy is, that's what I want them to do. If they want to be the best mom that they can be, that's what I want them to do. I just want their heart to be able to be free to do whatever it is that they're hoping to do.
I'm actually moving out, going to try to start a business with my dad. So that will be exciting. Just a lot of cool possibilities now that I'm doing better.